Good day, crafty chums, and welcome to day 2 of the RT Week Challenge for International Crafters on Facebook and YouTube, hosted by Eileen McInnes and myself, Nikki Parr. So yesterday you saw the fabulous teacup, RT Cup, and today you're going to see the RT Box. So I decided to alter a tea box. I know that Eileen has done something a little bit different to what I've done today. So don't forget to check out her channel as well, and her information for her video will be in the description box below this video. As you can see, I've got my tea box and I was just strengthening it up just by gluing down some flaps and things. Just re-gluing areas that come unglued, and yeah, I cut off the lid because I was just going to hinge it a little bit better, make the hinge a little bit stronger, because on that tea box it's got a perforated lid on the hinge. So I thought, big mistake actually, I thought I was going to strengthen this up with brown paper. And apparently not, because you'll see that as soon as I start to glue on the brown paper, what happens is that the brown paper just soaks up the PVA glue. I've got a PVA and glue and water mix there, and yeah, as you can see, the brown paper got transparent and wet, and then the more I wet it, the soggier it got. And I actually thought that that what would happen is it would get stronger as it started to dry, so I persevered. But eventually it just got boggy and started to just go to mush. And so don't do this, because it doesn't work. So I decided then to, I've got some sticky backed cloth that I do use in album making, and so I decided to dry that off a bit and stick it over the top, and yeah, it looked like it was going to work. But apparently this was not such a good idea either. But anyway, you'll see me doing this, putting the sticky backed cotton on there. Oh, fabric, cotton, it is actually cotton. And so yeah, so I stuck it on both sides, and guess what? Okay, so yeah, so I thought, yeah, this will do, this will work, and merrily went on and painted the inside and the outside of the box with gesso, black gesso. So this is what I'm doing here, just mixing up the gesso, and then I'll just be painting it on afterwards. And yeah, it looks rather good. The black gesso works well. As you can see, as I'm putting that on there, you can see that the paper is, the brown paper is bobbling up there, which is a sure sign that this will not work. So I'm looking at it as I'm doing it. I'm looking at it, thinking, shall I alter it? Shan't I alter it? And eventually I make up my mind, but it took me a little while to make up my mind. So anyway, I started. So I thought I started, so I'll finish the outside. And then I decided, no, the brown paper isn't going to work, so I'll just, what I did was, I'm showing you there, I ripped it off, and then just replaced the sticky backed cotton for the hinge. So I completely took off the brown paper, it just peeled right off. And I cut out some design paper sheets there from a stack that I got for Christmas off my daughter. So I thought I'd just use those papers just to finish off the outside of the box. The inside of the box is painted black as well. It looks rather nice. And I distressed the edges of the paper as well. Just roughed it up a bit. There are a few little nicks and cuts in there because I did it with a small pair of scissors, and that usually ends up just slicing through the paper as well, but it just adds to the character of the paper. It helps it to look quite shabby. And so yep, I thought the colours went quite well, you know, painting, gessoing the box black, and because the papers are quite dark in colour, so I thought it did go rather well. And I've got a little front piece there that I die cut out with my Tonic Studios dies from kit number 18. Yeah. My very latest dies that I got in my own kit 18 unboxing, which is a video you can watch that I have there. So yeah, Eileen and myself would really love it if you join in with our RT week this week and post any pictures that you have in International Crafters Facebook group, and the information for that will be in, or the link for that will be in the description box below this video. And yeah, it's just fun little things we're doing this week. We normally do a 30-day challenge, but we're both working, and so we decided to just do a couple of weekly challenges this year, and just see whether you'd like to join in with us. If you actually make a video of it, it would be fantastic if you could just put in the title there, you know, RT Week Challenge for International Crafters. That would be really good. And I made another boo-boo here. I made a couple of boo-boos as I was doing this one, because as you can see, I glued the bottom or the top bit of that die cut as well. And so yeah, I realised that as soon as I put the glue on, I was like, oh, what a silly thing to do. But anyway, so I'm fiddling around with that, and realised it wasn't on straight in a minute. I'm pressing it down, have a look at it, realise it's not on straight, so just peel it off before it has a chance to dry, and just reposition. And use my little clamps to help dry it all off. Pagan clamps. And then once it's all dry, I put some brass fittings that I have. I've got a lot out on the desk there because I couldn't quite make up my mind which ones I wanted to put on. So I'm just putting on some legs or feet, if you like, on the box. And if you hot glue it, it obviously sticks straight away. But I've only got wet glue at the moment, so there I am, gluing them down. I have to fiddle around with it just a little bit until it all, you know, starts to dry, and then I can leave it alone. But yeah, you've got to, when you're using wet glue rather than a dry, you know, the hot glue, yeah, you just have to press things down a bit, and just until it starts to harden off. That's what I'm doing there. And then I decided to decorate the top of the box. I was going to put a magnetic closure on there, but decided not to, because it doesn't need it, because the lid actually just closes on its own and actually doesn't need any help to stay closed. So once again, I'd just like to thank you for watching. Hope you're inspired by what Eileen and I are making, and don't forget to check out Eileen's channel as well. All information is in the description box below the video, and I'd just like to thank you very much for watching. Please join in. We do enjoy it when we see people creating what we've, you know, alternatives, your take on what we make from the prompts. And look forward to seeing you again soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that yummy stuff. A kind comment is always welcome. See you again, maybe even tomorrow. Bye.